எவ்வளவு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இந்தியன் ஆர்ட்ல அதை நம்ம எவ்வளவு கேர்லெஸ்ஸா இருந்துட்டோங்கிறது ரொம்ப வருத்தமான செய்தி. கொஞ்சம் மேல தூக்க முடியல. A number of lotus in various stages of flowering is the Samavasarana painting. In Jainism, where worship of great souls occupies an important place, Tirthankaras are the most venerated religious prophets. One of the 5 important events in the life of a Tirthankara is the first sermon after attaining the level of Jnana in a specially designed complex called Samavasana, Jaina temples. The scene depicted in the Adha Mandapam is a lotus tank, which is a part of the Samavasarana complex. In this second region called Khatika Bhumi, here we see the Bhavyas, the good ones, rejoice while washing themselves as they pass on from the region to region in order to hear the discourse of the Lord in the heavenly pavilion of Samavasana. In the lotus tank, and the painting வந்து புரிஞ்சிக்கிறதுக்காக land diagram கொடுத்திருக்கேன். This land diagram is drawn by C. Sivaramamurthy. With their stalks and leaves, various kinds of fishes frolicking, a makara mythical fish, buffaloes, elephants and numerous birds are shown with simplicity, charm and naturalness. That is the classical view. One part of it, you have 2 people gathering flowers. One and 2. He is darker, he is lighter. And he is carrying the flowers that he has collected. And the flowers are on one hand, on one shoulder he is keeping Ali, that is lily. On the other one he is keeping lotus. The difference is shown not only in the flower but also on the stalk. You can see this stalk with a small thorn, which means one is picking lotus flower with the right hand and has a basket of flowers slung on the other. The basket of flowers is very modern. Lotus is ulla vyathyasam nannave theriyum. The other one, the third Bhavya, is extremely beautiful figure, carries a bunch of lotus on his left shoulder, and Ali, lily on the other shoulder. These figures are naked except for the lion cloth. The hair is neatly arranged and the lobes of the ear are distinctive. Now you must keep in mind it's 1200 years ago, done 1200 years ago. And even with all our lack of care and vandalism and all, you are able to see this one. To some extent, even today you can see to some extent. You have got to be patient to follow this. Next. 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 அதுலேருந்து ஒரு சீன், ஒரு பறவை ஒரு மீன், இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் வந்து நிறைய பார்க்கலாம். இங்கே உட்காந்து ஒரு பொறுமையாக பார்க்கணும். They are all gone. These priceless treasures are now lost forever and only their outlines are traceable today. These animated figures with the broad hips, slender waist and elaborate ornaments recall the beauty of the Apsara of mythology. Their pose and expression suggest rhythm and dynamic movement. We went to Ajanta and Ellora last month. I had been to Ajanta and Ellora before, but this time we went to and spent almost 3 hours in the Jaina cave, Indrasabha, Chotana Kailash. We were really flabbergasted. The kind of the sculptures and more importantly, what painting that they have there. I am going to show you a few of them. So, those sculptures are reminiscent of the damsels that we are going to see here. Only traces of them. Next. See the beautiful dance. This is Sivaramamurthiyoda padam. This is namakku ipo theriyadhu. We have lost. நான் சின்ன பையனா இருக்கும்போது இது முழுக்க பார்த்திருக்கேன். சார் பார்த்திருக்காரு. முழுக்க பார்த்திருக்கோம் நாங்க. இன்னைக்கு இந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கு. இந்த படத்தை நான் காமிக்கலன்னா you would not be able to follow that this dance. Next. Next. இன்னொரு அழகான இது 1942 எடுத்த போட்டோஸ்.
ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு பாருங்க.
கணேஷ் சர்மாங்கிறவர் எடுத்த ஃபோட்டோ.
போயிடும்.
இன்னைக்கு பாருங்க எப்படி இந்தியாவிலேயே அழகான டான்சர்ஸ் ஏதாவது போடணும்னா ஒரு 10 இருந்ததுன்னா நிச்சயமா இது ஒன்று, அது டவுட்டே கிடையாது. ஆனா இப்ப நம்ம எல்லாம் படத்தை கொண்டு இப்படி இருந்ததுன்னு சொன்னாலும் ஒருத்தருக்கு புரிய போகுது. These two figures, a royal couple, is more or less lost again. This is on another pillar. This is beautiful. You will find the two of them. Yes. The paintings above the 3 relief sculpture caverns, where Jaina ascetics did severest penance from 3rd century BC, remember. In fact, all our historical evidences are from 3rd century BC only in the whole country. Because Ashoka started engraving his edicts. And almost at the same time in Tamil Nadu, there are hundreds of places where Jain ascetics lived and did penance. And there you have the Tamil inscription. In the whole country, 2nd century BC, there were only 2 languages which were written down. Prakrit dialects and Tamil. No other language. Sanskrit was written only after the 2nd or 3rd century AD. And we have it over here in Siththannavasal. Not only this, 3rd century BC to the 10th century AD, you have inscriptions in Tamil. Yes. 200 meters south of the cave temple is the beginning of the path that leads to AID Pattam. Yes. This is the way to go. இப்போ இதெல்லாம் போட்டுட்டாங்க. நான் சின்ன பையனா இருக்கும்போது இதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. இப்போ கஷ்டப்பட்டு தான் போகணும். Now there is a further barricade over there so that people don't go and spoil it any further. I will show you how we have spoiled in the past. இது மாதிரி மொத்தம் 17 இருக்குங்க. Most of the beds are inscribed. இந்த இடத்துல யார் எதற்கு யாருக்காக யார் அதை பண்ணினாங்க இந்த பெட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. What is important about these beds? These are stone beds, but they are so polished. Our granite polishes in our house will be no match to that. This is the Mauryan polish, what they used to call Mauryan polish. All Ashokan pillars you can find this kind of a polish, you can find it over also. But what we have done is this is what we have. This is what we have. These are priceless. They all will. எருமி நாடு குழுமியோர்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய அந்த ஒரு இன்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் இங்கே இருக்கு. டீப்பாக பண்ணிருக்காங்க. இதை அழிக்கவே முடியாது.
தமிழ் சொல்லுங்க சார்.
நான் கரெக்டாக எனக்கு ஞாபகம் இல்லை. எருமி தமிழ் எல்லாம் வந்தது இங்கே எல்லாம் பண்ணலாம். இந்த ஒரு whole development of Tamil writing can be seen in Siththannavasal. There are a number of stone beds inscriptions around AID Pattam. No place நிறைய இடத்துல எங்கேயும் போனாலும் நிறைய ஒரு பெட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அதை வந்து சுற்றி யாருக்காக யார் பண்ணினாங்கன்னு எழுதியிருக்கோம். அதெல்லாம் பார்க்கலாம். அந்த காலத்தில் நாங்கள் சின்ன பையன் இருக்கும் இது வழியாக பூச்சி கீழே விடுவோம். இப்போ அது மூடிட்டாங்க. I have only taken photographs of that, which you can see over here. There is a Shiva temple, there is an Amman temple, God temple for God. Most likely Durga, or it could be. However, sometimes some people get up and say, we shall do something about it. But unfortunately, let me tell before you also, sir, Jain tradition is one among the oldest tradition of India. Jaina, Buddhist and Hindu traditions are the oldest traditions. And so far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, Hinduism, local paganism and the Jainism are the 3 oldest traditions. For some reason, the practitioners or the people who belong to the Jaina faith have reduced in numbers and they live in small pockets somewhere near Vellore. And the greatest tradition, one of the greatest tradition of Tamil Nadu is completely neglected. The Jain heritage in Tamil Nadu is an orphan heritage. There is nobody bothers about it. At least for the Hindu majority, we can collect something, somebody is interested, it's a living tradition because so many people are there, so many people come from outside. Unfortunately, one of the greatest traditions, that is the Jaina tradition, is an orphan tradition. Another. Indraikkum Jaina Kovilgal, they are also being vandalized. It is happening today. So, in the when it comes to Siththannavasal, what can we do? If something is in stone, like Mahabalipuram and all, it will take enormous pains to do something about it. If it is painting, you can just go and do anything you like and it falls down. So, the paintings are very fragile. What do you do? So, I have made a suggestion in 2003 October. I am going to present it today because this idea I have been presenting to people either belonging to the general public or the Jaina community, hoping that somebody will take interest in it, do something. What I am saying is not the best, but it should kindle your this one, and you may come up with even better one. And whatever that happens, if there is a better idea, if you think I am going to be useful, I will be. Okay. Now let's start. Jainism, one among the ancient religions of India, contributed substantially to Indian thought. In addition to its philosophy and righteous way of life, religious thought is another important area enriching India. Now, recently, Ajithadoss this is the Chota Kailasal edutha Indra Sabha edutha padangal நான் வந்து அசந்தே போயிட்டேன் நாங்க அதுக்கு போயிட்டு திரும்பி வர முடியல நாங்க வந்து we thought we will spend 1 hour there, we finally ended up with spending 4 hours, and even then we have to actually pull out people from that. It contains some fantastic sculptures, iconography and paintings. Yes, see, iconography from Indra Sabha. I don't know much about these things, but they are something fantastic done in the 10th century. No, these are paintings. 10th century painting, 1000 years ago. Lively painting. See this? These are all from the art, religious art point of view, just random. We are all aware of the miniature paintings. Jainism contributed to Tamil culture has been immense. 3 of the 5 major epics are by Jains.